What's going on, YouTube? First episode of the Gambling Show here. We are coming up on week 1 of NFL, so I'm going to give out some of my yearly picks here. So I got nine picks total here. So first we'll run through the over-under for the team I like the most. Then we'll jump through some of the division winners I like, and then we'll go ahead and give a little fun little parlay towards the end here. So let's just jump in right away here. First team I like for total over-under, Chiefs. Over-under is at 11.5. The juice is minus 112. This one's simple. No need to overthink it. They win 12 games every single year except last year. And they were horrible last year in the regular season. They still won 11 games. They've won 14, 12, 14, 14, 12. When Mahomes is there, they're healthy, they win at least 12 games, except last year where they were horrible and still won 11. Also, they got much better. They upgraded the receiver position. They lost a few of their. They did lose their cornerback in Snead. But yeah, if Mahomes is there, I'm rolling with this one. 11.5. I think this can be the easiest cash in. At minus 112, that's easy money. Second one I got here is going to be the Bears over 8.5. Now, this one is juiced at minus 160, but I see them getting 10 or 11 wins. I really do. I mean, last year they got 7 wins alone with very bad quarterback play. They now got Caleb Williams, the number 1 overall pick, and he has been throwing dots up in preseason. They upgraded tremendously. They got Keenan Allen, right? They got Dunze. That offense is going to be nasty. And the defense the last 8 games last year, if I remember correctly, they actually got really good after they got sweat. They were an above average defense. So I see this team winning 10, 11 games and maybe even that division. So Bears over 8.5 is a pick here, minus 160. Rolling on to the next one here. Jumping into some unders. I'm going with the Giants here. Giants, they're my under 6.5 at plus 115. Giants might just be the worst team in the whole league. Let's be honest, right? It might be between them, Patriots, and the Broncos. And I say that as a Patriots fan, as much as it hurts me. But yeah, Giants under 6.5. That line is still horrible. I know they got neighbors, but I see Danny Dimes running around, getting sacked, fumbling. I mean, I think they're lucky if they get to 4 or 5 wins, but I just don't see how they get 7. Under 6.5 at plus money. I think this is definitely the play here. And then that same line, jumping over to the Raiders. It's under 6.5 as well. This one is juice as well, minus 145. But as much as I love their head coach, I don't know if it's the best strategy to pick your head coach because your players like him. But yeah, I mean they have no quarterback. Gardner Minshew's decent, right? He's a backup quarterback. He can't be your full-time starting quarterback. Devontae, I mean he's 31, I believe. He's still amazing, still in his prime, but outside of Devontae, who else do they have as a threat, right? They lost Jacobs. I mean, I like their defense with Crosby, but in that division, I just don't know. Especially, this is a sneaky little fact here. They finished second in the division last year, I believe, so they're getting a second-place schedule. I don't see them getting 7 wins here. So, Raiders under 6.5 at minus 145 is the play. And then the last over-unders I have for you guys here is going to be the Jaguars over 8.5. Yes, I'm a believer in the Jaguars. They were 8-3 last year before Trevor went down with that crazy injury that they tried to cart him off in, but they couldn't really cart him off, so they had to help carry him. That was a whole debacle. But they were 8-3. They were the number 1 seed before he got hurt. 8.5 this is easy. I think this is a steal at minus 115. I'm playing this one big here. I might put 2 units on this one. So Jaguars over 8.5. That's the play there. All right, jumping into the division winners. I got 3 picks here for you guys. NFC North, Bears plus 340 is a play. Now, I know. Everyone is riding on the Lions and the Packers, and those are kind of the 2 chalk picks, right? That's everyone's sleeper picks, which really isn't even a sleeper pick, right? Look, I think the Packers come back down to earth. They were 6-8 last year before they went on a 3-game winning streak to barely sneak into the playoffs. I think they come a bit back down to earth. I mean, progress in the NFL is not linear. It is very kind of up and down. Right? You don't consistently keep going up. I think they kind of get a pullback to reality here, and I see them winning 8-9 games, but not winning that division. Lions, this will likely be the biggest threat here, but I'm more of just a believer in the Bears and Caleb. I see them again winning 10-11 games, taking this division, and at plus 340, I love those odds. This will be another full unit play here for myself. So NFC North, we're going with the Bears. Jumping on to the AFC West, again, this is chalk play. I mean, they've won the division, 6-7 years in a row now. Chiefs at minus 270. Yes, it's a big number to lay, but you got Mahomes, you got Kelsey, you got Jones, you got an upgraded team. They're winning this division. The only threat I see potentially is the Chargers, and they lost all their weapons. This is one of those you just don't think about, right? You just throw in a unit or two, collect your money after the year's over. Chiefs minus 270 is the play there. And then the last pick I got here for the division winners is going to be NFC South, the Falcons, at minus 145. I really like this team. Cousins coming off the Achilles surgery, but I do think he will be able to recover. They have a really nice team, especially the offense there. They got Robinson. I think he's going to have an amazing year now, second year in the league. Pitts, let's see if Cousins can unlock him. And the defense, they just had two major pickups, Simmons and Judon. Those were two huge late season additions because that defense was the worry there. But with both those picks, I mean, I love how it's looking. I mean, Simmons might be the second best safety in the league. Judon is a dominant player. So Falcons minus 145. I don't love the juice, but I think that's the play there. And then wrapping things up here, a nice little parlay. I'm going to do a not to make the playoff teams, 4-team parlay. New York Giants, the Raiders, Pittsburgh Steelers. Yes, Tomlinson will have his first losing season. That's the best division in the league. And New Orleans. And that is a plus 200 parlay. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Do you like these picks? Do you hate them? Let me know what you guys are rolling with. What's your guys' lock of the year? Stay tuned in. The year is just starting, so we will have weekly picks. Likely have 3 to 5 picks every week. So stay tuned.